What are we going to start with?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hello, I'm David Gross with Condi Systems and Jeff Butler. We're here to share a few things with you this Friday with folks from, we're from Condi, of course, and this is what I call Condi TV Live. And if you want to see all our videos, I think I have maybe 1,200 or so, go to conditv.com. And what we want to do this afternoon is just share with you a few tips and tricks, a few things that would help you with your business and help you make money. This is a lot of fun, and I tell everybody when I wake up in the morning thinking about two things. One is what new products can we bring to market, and then number two is how can we help you make money? What ideas can we share with you? And I got to tell you, I learn every day from our clients and what works for them, what doesn't, and also they give us great ideas. So that's what we're going to do here, so buckle up. First thing I want to do is share with you one of the old things. I think my mic just fell down here, so hold on just a second. I will get it back on. And that is that a lot of people do mugs, and mugs, of course, are one of my favorite products. But one of the ways to do mugs very efficiently is to use mug paper. So the mug paper is pre-cut. So you just put it in your tray, and you, of course, want to put the print side face down. And then you want to choose this custom paper size in your driver and your printing. It makes mugs doing so easy. So I'm left-handed, so I certainly don't like to cut paper. Over the years, we have expanded these custom paper sizes so that it makes life so easy for you. So, for instance, there's a little size that is really just right for the card caddies. What, we've got a card caddy here? I don't know. That has turned out to be just an awesome little product. Step over and see if you can find it, Jeff. Card caddies are just sort of the great way that you can tap into what I call the #1 buying demographic, and that is young and female. And I know I've got a daughter, and she really goes in for this stuff. And you got a daughter coming up too, so
I do.
Stella, yeah, what a cute kid.
Be sure and let them know that the inserts work perfect for phone case inserts as well. So it was.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
many
sizes
uses.
over the years that we've created, and so just don't sit there and waste paper. Don't sit there and be cutting and fretting with all this using custom paper sizes. If you get hooked on this stuff like I have, most of the printers that we've sold in the last 10 years, you can actually put an extra paper tray. A lot of folks have the bypass tray, but you can also buy another tray that goes underneath it, so you can always have those custom paper sizes set. Number two is like to talk about sort of the reinvention of the Mousepad. So over the many years, Mousepads have been one of the more popular products, along with, say, coffee mugs, things like that. But I've always sort of had we'll call it a little bit of a dislike of the kind of sublimation quality that we can get out of a Mousepad. And the reason is, do we have a regular Mousepad around here, Bobby? And so the regular Mousepad has a black backing on it, and basically you take the black rubber and you laminate, glue a piece of white polyester fabric to the face of it, and when you sublimate it, it looks good, but that black causes the white fabric to basically look like a gray fabric, and so you lose a lot of what I call the color spectrum. You don't get that pop on a Mousepad that you would get, for instance, from a piece of unisub material. And so this is an example of existing, and you can see the color certainly looks fantastic. A little placemat, by the way. Great product. And so these Mousepads use a tan rubber on the back of it, and so you get a noticeable color pop. And the best part is they don't cost anymore, as far as I know. I hope that's true. I think it is. They're just a way for you to up the volume here and get even more vibrant colors. I mean, this is probably a darn good example of what you can achieve. Under a normal Mousepad with the black backing, there's no way that we could get that pure white there. And so all this translates into a better mouse pad. It looks substantially better. By the way, during this, if you've got a question, Miss Bobby is behind the camera and it should pop up, and looks like she's writing now some big print, so we'll see if she's trying to get me a message. So we've got a bunch of these, from the football to the heart. Great, Mom. 4 comments, please. Okay. Just a fantastic product.
These are all in stock and shipping right now.
Yeah, in stock shipping. So, of course, for those out there that really enjoy the smell of mouse pads, you won't be disappointed. They still smell like mouse pads. So that is one of the downsides. So if you're doing a lot of mouse pads, you certainly want to locate your press in a well-ventilated area and away from traffic. Next is, want to cover the shout box. The shout boxes are shipping per our discussion last week, and they are fantastic products. It's a good way, a great way for you to head to the wall decor of folks at college, mom and dads, young folks. There's just so many reasons why you can put a personalized message on there. Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah, we've done some, looks like Cuba, nice photograph, and then one with text, different messages, baby's room, that kind of thing, wedding announcements, baby announcements. Awesome product.
It really is. Going back just for a second here, a little scatterbrained, of course, is if you place an order with us, just ask for a free sample of the new mouse pads, and we'll throw it in for you. Just call it in, or you can put it in the comments if you're placing the order online. Just say something like Condi Live mousepad sample, and then go to the website to find the part number, the one you want.
And your special shipping instructions, you guys know where that is. Yeah,
so just beautiful. Shout boxes, great product, so easy to do. Jeff, what do you think the shout boxes should sell for?
About $24.99 minimum, easily. So that's almost what they're going for, pre-printed when you go buy them at Hobby Lobby or whatever. Putting a custom message on it, again, it's worth the art that you put on the product. Determines how much you can get for it.
It is. What I'd like to do now is I have always been asked about some of the biggest tips for folks, and it could be experienced sublimators, or it certainly could be newbies out there. And so, Jeff, feel free to chime in here. So I wrote down sort of a few of the top don'ts, okay? And this is the top don'ts that you don't want to do, of course, for sublimation. The first don't, Jeff, is don't read the instructions or watch the videos, and you sort of just guess. You just sort of wing it, hoping that everything works out. That's a
not
good plan, isn't it?
No.
Okay. So, they're there for you. They're a great place to start. So take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's a great, like you said, it's a great place to start. There are other ways to do it. We put them together as a guideline. Great place to start. Some of you guys are doing big production, have your own ways of doing things. That's great, whatever works for you, but always start with our instructions.
And then number 2 is document. So document your successes, document your failures. If you don't document, then it's very difficult to understand what's happening or to figure out how to give you any kind of advice. So if you're messing up product, if you don't know what's wrong, and if you do like us men do, you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, I think you're going to be upset. So writing down how you did things. So when I'm doing a new product, for instance, I'm going to do my black test. Black is that last color to sublimate. I'm looking for what are my settings that are going to give me the deepest, richest black, because that's the last color to sublimate. Generally, if you overcook it, black turns brown. So it's a great way. So if you're documenting your successes and failures, that's going to help a lot. And take, for instance, let's say you're not doing same product every day. Maybe you do it once a week or once a month. You don't want to have to reinvent the wheel. To know what worked for you before, document it. Document how you do things. Document what's successful. Also document your questions so that you call us and you say, where did this come from? Why did this happen? How can I prevent this? How much should I sell this for? I'm really confused. Help me understand the papers, which paper I use. And so writing down what's going through your mind is going to be very helpful.
We probably go through more notebooks around here than a good-sized middle school, don't we?
Yeah, Bobby was just writing on my notebook behind us, so that's what she grabbed. The third one is don't leave your printer turned on. Big mistake. You absolutely should leave your printer turned on. Turning your printer on and off, in general, serves only to waste ink, because every time you cycle power, it's going to use a little bit of ink to reprime. So my advice is leave your printer turned on. In addition, I recommend that you go out and buy yourself an inexpensive UPS, that's uninterruptible power supply. I like the APC brand, probably $59, something like that. And that will be very valuable. We had one of our wide format technicians yesterday was doing an on-site repair for a client that had a bunch of big printers, and they had 2 printers fail in a very mysterious way, and since that is highly unusual, he decided to check their power. Lo and behold, their voltage was high, and that's what was destroying their printers. So UPS provides a degree of protection from some types of problems, such as a lightning, power surge, a brownout. Sometimes it will help you. There are more expensive UPSs that do manage the voltage. So if your voltage does sag a little bit, it's going to pop it up. But they cost more. APC is the company that has lots of those kind of products. Triplite is another good company. Being an electrical engineer, I like that kind of stuff. Next is don't lubricate your heat press. Don't lubricate your heat press. Why would we want to lubricate our heat press, Joe?
Keep it going.
Okay, so if you don't lubricate your heat press, it's going to self-destruct. You're going to have metal rubbing against metal, and so it's very important that every couple of months you put a little high-temp grease on your heat press. I remember around here one time one of our folks that was in our support area came to me and says, Dave, I think I need a new press. I'm really having a tough time opening and closing my press. It's just not operating well anymore. I think I need a new press. And I said, well, these presses are lifetime presses, which they are. Let's go see what's going on. And I said, do you see what's going on? You got metal rubbing against metal. Nobody's maintained this press, and that's a shame. And so we continue to learn these lessons as well. And that is, go get your little high-temp grease at the auto parts store, or get a little in a bottle at the oil change place. And I've got a video at Condi TV to show you. But basically it's easy. Find the parts that normally grease, put a little grease on there, and that press will have many, many years of life.
Don't forget the adjustment knob as well.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Another one is just random thoughts here. Another one is don't make personalized samples. And so the theory is that if you want to grow your business, you really need to show people products that they can relate to, products that have their name on there, for instance. And nobody's going to throw away a personalized sample that you make for them. They're going to keep that forever. And so that's a great way to open doors, is to make products with their company name, their name on them, things that are really going to get them excited. And I always have fun with our walk-in guest here. Sometimes people are making sales calls, and I'll tell them, if you really wanted to make a door opening call on us, wouldn't it be great to bring me a personalized sample about, for instance, we do some of our banking with Regions Bank and Condi together, partnership. And those kinds of things are going to be winning ideas for you to call on, say, a bank, and say, I can help you with your sales calls. are insurance companies. I don't know how many insurance companies you folks get called on, but a whole lot call on me. And how do you make an impression that is so much better than everybody else? Well, guess what? You do it with a personalized sample. Don't call when you have a problem. Isn't that a great don't? You need to call and let us try to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, if you got a little time, you can sit there and try to figure it out on your own, and that's always a great solution for you to sort of figure things out on your own. But some of us don't have time to do that, and so just call us. We've got folks here from every level that, depending on what the issue is, we probably can help figure it out. And if we can't figure it out, maybe we know someone to refer for the issue to. So absolutely, you know, us men don't like to stop and ask for directions, and so that's why I love my map app on my phone, because that's the last thing I want to do is stop. So, but with Sublimation, you can waste a lot of time and a lot of money and get very frustrated, and then when you boil over, yeah, you finally break down and call. Well, call before you reach, you know, going critical. Don't print a color chart. Where's my color chart around here? Jeff, show us that color chart for me, please. So, color chart is how you match colors. We can help you do that. And if you're not calling, and if you're not printing a color chart, then you really need to, because that's how you match school colors. That's how you're going to match Pantone. I like in Corel, I like an old standard called Pantone Go, and we can show you in Corel how to generate this color chart for you. So it is absolutely critical that if you want to match colors, you need to print a color chart. You can't match colors. If you're looking for that red that you're looking for, then you need to print a color chart. You know, I've not found yet the perfect color chart for the full spectrum of reds. Red's one of those kind of difficult colors to hit, but I'm going to work on creating just a large swatch chart for reds. Don't use cover paper. You need to use cover paper when you press. You need to use it on the top and bottom. If you don't use cover paper, especially with mugs or anything, bad things are going to happen, because you're going to get gas everywhere, and it's simply going to ruin things for your next pressing. And so the other day I was looking at some mug wraps that a client had problems with, and they'd sent them to me because they weren't giving me good information. I said, let me look at the wrap. And the wrap was as nasty as you can imagine, because they had never used cover paper, and now the wrap is just completely stained with ink. And so you got to use cover paper. You just have to. And also in the same vein, avoid Teflon. And you can watch my other videos about why Teflon is so evil. So Teflon should only be used in a few rare instances. Don't use the required accessories. So we've got paper here. You got some green down there. Get a green pad and Nomex. And so when you're pressing stuff, there are required accessories. And so it's painful. This piece of this is the pressing pad for the acrylic. When you're pressing stuff and you don't have the right required accessories, you call and say, hey Dave, how can we press this anyway? And you put us in a very tough spot if you don't have the correct accessories like Pro Spray heat tape, a Nomex pad, a green pad, things like that, because that's how our instructions are written. They're written to use those accessories. Yes, there's sometimes some workarounds, but bottom line is you know, you first want to travel the beaten path. Travel the path that has worked for other people and certainly works for us. And then at that point in time, hey, you can make your own path and develop your own instructions, but it's nice to start out with the proper way. Slate is one of those examples. Need a green pad on top. Slate has a very small sweet spot of success, and so having a green pad diffuses the heat evenly into the slate coating, really helps a lot. And I think that's all I can think of, and you can share with us some of your don'ts, if you will. Moving along here, Jeff, what do we have that's a big event coming up, I think, in August?
Mother's Day.
No, I
No?
was thinking of something else.
Open house. Open house. I was
Open
thinking
house.
next month.
Yeah, Mother's
Open
Day
house.
is coming out, so please honor your mother if she's still with you. My mom is not, so I'm sure she'll be looking down from above at us, and miss Mom. But tell us about open house.
August 5th, 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock. We've got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of vendors going to be here. A lot of classes, workshops. We have a Corel Draw workshop Friday that runs all day. We'll be taking signups for that soon. We'll have Roger Wambaugh teaching that class. We'll have Sprite, our in-house graphic designer, doing kind of a warm-up with you guys, making sure you have all the software set up, helping you with a lot of Roger's going to teach the Corel part. Sprite's going to show you how Corel applies to Sublimation. So it's a great combo.
So if you're able to get to us, and obviously some people are not, if you're a long ways away, we are going to videotape like we did last year. We're going to videotape Roger's class. Roger is essentially Mr. Corel. He's the heavyweight from Corel from Canada, and he's an amazing instructor. If you do happen to take the class, buckle up because he goes fast. And so I'm going to get Sprite out there, I think, at first, just to get people up to speed, because it's like you're on the interstate without having ever gotten onto the on-ramp. You're running really fast. So Roger's the man. We sell his book, which I think is getting in short supply now. It's called Bring It Home with Corel Draw, and it's a great book to get started with Corel Draw. It's not really what I would say intended to be encyclopedia, but it's the first Corel book I've ever seen that really talks to me. I was able to pick up on some concepts that I had never used in Corel. Corel's one of those Swiss Army knives, has so many features, and so I probably know 5% of Corel. I know the features that we use. So the day before open house is Roger's class. It'll be off-site here. Another thing, if you can remember to do this, email your Condi rep and ask for the private link of Roger's class from last year. So he did a screen capture video with his audio. I think you'll find it very valuable to learn Corel. Now, the big deal with Corel is this will be the first class he's ever taught for us on the new version of Corel that just came out. So it's Corel Draw 2017. We've started installing it on the computers around here, and I don't know what the new features are of it. I'm going to find out for you. But they've gone to a different naming convention now. Instead of this version would normally be like X9.
Right.
So we'll see what new features, but I'm sure there's a lot of exciting new features.
Sprite's using it and is real happy with it. She's real impressed. So it's a good thing.
Gotcha. I'm still on X8. I stayed on X7 for a long time. Sometimes you don't know whether you should upgrade or not. Those are tough decisions. So we'll provide you good advice to help you make a decision. But as always, we're going to provide you a great deal on Corel. And the reason we can provide you a great deal is because when we sell Corel, it's part of what they refer to as the OEM bundle. So instead of you paying retail, you're going to really get the professional discount. And it's usually about half price compared to what the retail is. So it's a great deal. So sit tight. You could download the 30-day, or I don't know how many days is the trial version for 2017, but you could download the trial version, no cost there to see. But again, it's one of those kinds of things that will give you information. So Jeff mentioned Mother's Day. So I know we've got some Mother's Day resources. We had a great Mother's Day contest last year that Bobby put on, and I think there's even on Condi TV, there's a Mother's Day video where we collected a lot of the best entries. So you folks out there are just amazing. Jeff, talk to the folks there about Live Portrait.
Live Portrait. So we're revamping our catalog, our printed catalog. And in the meantime, we're doing some things with the trade show booth. So what we've done is we've tied in live portrait with both of those, the catalog and the trade show booth. So whenever you see this logo in the catalog, you'll be able to scan that product with the live portrait app. You want to scan this real quick? This would be one of them. This is in our trade show booth. This is also in our catalog.
So live portrait is a way for you to sublimate videos into products. Now that's what it appears, of course, but in reality it's a cloud-based service. The app is free. Anybody can download the app, and when the end user, if you will, opens the app and points to any product, the associated video for this product begins to play. So I've opened the app. It's just looking on my camera for something, and we'll see if we can pull this off, and we're going to point it at it. There it is right there.
You can move away.
So
what I did was I tied in our non-branded natural wood video with our natural wood samples. So when you get our new catalog, you'll be able to do the same thing. Your customers can do the same thing. I guess it's important to note that you don't have to scan this actual, you could be anywhere in the world and see this sample, scan it with live portrait, and you're going to get that video.
So how cool is that? So it's a great way to marry a tangible object like this with a video for your clients. So you essentially would sell it as an upsell. It would be an add-on to some of your existing products. So as I was preparing for our Friday here, I was thinking about what I could do that was a little bit above that, because I had fun with live portrait for a while. And by the way, ask your Condi rep if you're interested to send you the invite link and you can try it out. But I think live portrait it's one of those kind of viral things that it has so many things you can do with. So I had a guy walk up to me at a trade show, and he was pumped on live portrait. He said it's made him a lot of money in different areas. He was just going through real estate, agents, things like that. So what I did was I decided to grab just a random business card off my desk, and I had met the curator for the USS Alabama. It's a World War II battleship that's here in Mobile, and you can tour it. It's like a battleship park. It's got a submarine. It's got the battleship, a lot of planes. Great place to sort of see the World War II kind of stuff. So it's a really nice tourist attraction. So I decided to do a live portrait on the card, and we'll see if it works. So I just pulled a random video that looked like it was something fun that was associated with the USS Alabama Battleship Memorial Park. And so just imagine somebody's business card with the live portrait logo on it. You associate it with a video, or imagine a brochure on a product. Just anything you can imagine, you can make the live portrait play the video. And it's got some neat options now as the app is matured. You can have where they can call after the video plays.
Click to URL links.
So how cool is that? That is just super cool.
And some of you guys are probably doing this, taking advantage of this, but a lot of the professional photographers are tying this in with school yearbooks, just to give you an idea of uses right now that they're working with. And it's
sports photography. Awesome, just bowlers. I mean, pick anything you want, and you just plan to get a video. Need a video there, or if you happen to be out and about, you can do the video yourself, then go back and do it. It took me to do that. It took me all of about 3 minutes right before we came live to you today. I just thought about it, and I said, what's a tourist attraction? And by the way, for these tourist attractions, guess what they all have? They all have a gift shop.
They do.
And you get into that gift shop, you make them, and with a virtual inventory model like Sublimators know about, you just make whatever they need. If they need 50 mugs for the next month, well, you do 50 mugs. Need some cutting boards, need products, and as their theme changes, like an Explorium or something like that with new exhibits, you change the samples. You add that new exhibit into them. So it's really cool. So live portrait, and the way to check it out is ask your Condi rep to do it. I think if you go to condi.com/live portrait, that will also give you the invite link. And so again, it's just a way for you to associate a photograph of something or the photograph of something with a video, so that when the live portrait app is used, it starts playing that. So really going well. Bobby brought me a bunch of the accessories. And again, for you old folks out there that are sublimators and lots of experience, this is new to you. This is not new to you, but this is a Nomex pad, very useful for ceramic tiles, lots of stuff, glass. This is a green pad. We use this on top of things like slate, like glass. We use a thinner version on top of the acrylic. This is a vapor foam pad. This is the key to life as far as how to keep from getting the lines on your shirts. So see my videos to show you how to do it. And of course the ubiquitous cover paper. So I buy mine at Sam's Club, roll of uncoated white butcher paper. You throw it away. You know, if you're trying to save it, I guess you can use it for a couple of pressings. But the bottom line is, if you do have a problem, make a mess in your heat press, clean up on aisle 3 is easy. Just drop it in the trash can and move on. But it's really important that at your heat press you keep things pristinely clean, because if you don't keep them clean, you're going to have all sorts of contamination. You know, you could have contamination from the blue kind of fuzz that we see that comes onto shirts. It comes to us sometimes, and other times we don't see it. But bottom line is it's contamination. So keeping stuff is clean. Jeff,
take some questions.
Yeah, Bobby, what's some questions for us?
A lot of questions about shipping. They want to know if we're going to do something about our high shipping prices.
Yeah, so the question is, how can we help you buy from Condi with lower shipping costs? We are working on bringing aboard so that you can order USPS right from the shopping cart at a lower price. So we are absolutely working on those things. I know the high cost of especially small things. Larger things, I think, are more reasonable. Remember, we discount our prices and down there because we do know that that there is a shipping cost. So we are changing our model. We're improving it. We're lowering our cost to help you. USPS is a great service that we offer now, as far as a request kind of service, but in the shopping cart, we will be adding USPS in the near future to lower those costs and take advantage of USPS. What else?
One fellow wants to know, where are the playing cards?
So the playing cards were a big hit. We have them on order from our partner. They are being made to our specifications. We did do a run for prototyping, and so we will get those out there. Sometimes when we show products in these videos, I know we torture you because you're saying, I want to buy it now. So we've had a lot of fun playing with the playing cards around here, and so we'll keep you informed. Jeff, you were going to talk about some of your stuff over here.
Well, I was just going to say, kind of bouncing off the gift shop, going to look good. Weather's great outside. Guys, get out there, and what we did was we put together some samples of local art from artists, and this is a great market for you. Tote bag, phone case, these are just samples, small cutting board. Get out to your local art galleries and put something in their hand, a flyer, a brochure, and let those galleries know that they can pass on to their artists that you're the person that can make this stuff for that artist. They may not sell a lot of original paintings or drawings or anything like that, but they can sell a whole bunch of coffee mugs.
That's beautiful.
It's a great, great market, And like I said, with the weather being nice, get out there and go door to door. Nice cutting board.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And this is all local
Make
stuff,
one for Mom.
right?
How about that?
So just an opportunity to get out there and drum up some business and
What
enjoy
else?
yourself.
What else, sir?
We got some metal tins.
Great Mother's Day gift, I do believe.
They are.
Food safe.
And they're food rated, so just awesome. They're easy to do because it's just an insert. So you sublimate the insert, got a little adhesive there, and so you know, great thing for gifts, candy, you know, knickknacks. Nice. What else there, Jeffrey?
That's about it. I think that's it
Were you
for
gonna
today.
say something about the mug?
The mug was part of this.
Mug
That's
part of the thing.
more of that art.
So art on mugs just is an always winning product kind of stuff, and so you know, something on each side, whatever. Anything else? Let me see if I got my list here.
Crystal.
Say again.
The curved crystal.
Acrylic.
Acrylic.
Yeah. So I think we've talked about the acrylic last couple of weeks, and the acrylic is an amazing product. It's you press it flat, and then it's viewable from both sides. We've been able to, through coating magic, to sublimate the appearance of white. Just an amazing product. And this same coating is available on our glass, our photo glass, and we call that the Color Light glass. It's the Color Light is really the name of our coating that we use on the back. So this is a 100% USA product. We coat it at our own coating facility, and we're now coating our ceramic tiles, our ironclad tiles, coating cutting boards, the ironclad cutting boards,
Glass ornaments.
glass ornaments. Really nice product. So.
Awards for school and church for year-end awards.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
yeah, great
absolutely.
idea. So his idea was that he can see a lot of these, or she can see a lot of these products going into end of the school year, kinds of graduation awards, graduation gifts, awards, you name it. So it's people get caught up in the mundane, and just another plaque, just another trophy. And sublimation puts you in the driver's seat to provide a high-value, unique gift that people are going to talk about. They're going to notice.
We've actually got a couple mine is graduating kindergarten, so don't forget about the kindergartners out there that are graduating, so you can catch those, and then you catch the seniors, so you're not limited to just a high school graduation.
Right. And I think we had these hid over here, but might as well bring these out. These are not available right this very second. But what these are is...
A couple weeks.
This is what you put on the
Get a
back
phone
of your...
from behind you.
Yeah, get us a phone from behind somewhere. But these go on the back of the phones. They go on the back of the phone, and it's you put your finger through, and this is how you hold it there. Or you can use it as a stand, so you can watch videos on your phone while it's there.
These are our ring stands. They come in oval, circle, and rectangle.
So that's sort of the deal like that. I guess more like that. So we have so you could turn this, so you could put your finger through, so you got a better grip on your phone, and then you can use it as a stand to keep your phone up. So great product. We selected 3 designs: a rectangle, a circle, and an oval. So really some things, great for a little small logo, maybe a single initial, chevron kind of pattern, just some beautiful stuff. Obviously going to be a big hit with the ladies.
It is, and we've got the cost down on these considerably, so you've got a lot of room to move with these.
Well, Bobby, any more questions, comments? So we thank you for being with us today, and we welcome your comments. A great email address to use if you'd like. General information is saleshelp@condi.com. Saleshelp, no space, just one word, saleshelp@condi.com. If you don't know who your Condi rep is and you're ordering from us, just simply ask. Your Condi rep can be a very good resource to help you get Roger's video that we talked about. very valuable video, very valuable, and to get more information about products. And also, of course, please give us your suggestions. I monitor that email address, so you might get a response directly from me. And again, it's just our passion to help you be successful. So we hope you have a good weekend. Thank you for watching.